I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kudash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. The first scripture I'm going to go into is Isaiah 40, verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increased strength. To them that have no might, he increases strength. Right? Talking about spiritual strength, man, for your spirit. Because one thing you understand in this truth, man, you cannot walk around with the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Okay? That's not how you make it to the finish line. All right? That's how you sink. Because having that much weight is not realistic. It's not logical. All right? And it's not according to the scriptures. Okay? It's not according to the scriptures as far as your success to make it to the end. So let's read it again. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increased strength. But the only way for that strength to increase, let's go to Psalms 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. You have to cast your lots, meaning the things that are given to you in your life day in and day out, man. Meaning whatever happens, whatever it is, okay, you're supposed to cast that on the Lord. In other words, focus, okay, do his will and trust in him. Don't worry about what's happening if you trust in him, okay. First of all, you know he put it there. So if he be for you, who can be against you? Or what thing can be against you? All right, and you have to think that way. So cast thy burden upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and he shall sustain thee. Let's go into the Google on sustain, because I looked at it, I like what it said. So sustain on the Google, it says strengthen or support physically or mentally. Right, and that's what we need, man. This is a spiritual war, so we need to be supported mentally. All right, yeah, we need our physical health, but we need our mental health most of all. Okay, most of all. And what happens when you have the weight of the world on your shoulders? Your mind, your psyche, okay, your brain, your spirit is stretched so thin, man. How can you focus? How can you find time to read? How can you find time to pray? How can you find time just to meditate in general, man? Just sit there, do nothing, and just meditate about the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, about getting there, you know, being excited for this truth. It's hard to do that with the weight of the world on your shoulders. So this lesson is to get that off, man. There's no reason to have it, man. Think about it. You don't have to have it. It's all about trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Okay, cut that off, man. Cut that weight off. Because you're going to carry it so much, it's going to destroy you, man. That's how much you're going to carry it. All right? From there, let's go to Matthew chapter 11, starting at verse 28. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden. Right, heavy. Okay, this world is heavy if you let it get to you. Okay, too heavy to hold up. Okay, you might think you holding up for a second, but that's Satan's trick. You know, making you think you're doing good. No, you ain't doing good. You sinking without even realizing it, man. All right. It says, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls. Meaning you're going to have tribulations, but you're going to be able to deal with those tribulations because you're not going to let the weight of those tribulations be on your shoulder. Okay. Verse 30. Actually, the end of verse 29. And you shall find rest unto your souls. All right. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Right. But it's only light if you trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Not that it's always going to be easy. You ain't going to go through nothing. But it ain't going to be as heavy like that as people who don't trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Because everything of the world is on their shoulders. Because who are they trusting in to fix it? Who are they trusting in to earn it out? Okay, smooth it out. Can't do it yourself because you didn't give yourself life. So to think you're going to carry the world yourself, you got to be out your damn mind. It ain't going to happen that way, you know? So get this world off your shoulders, man. I'm pretty sure, you know, we all deal with this sometimes, man. You know, you got brothers dealing with it right now. They need to hear this word, man. Need to hear this message. It's very important, but not just hear it, but receive it, man. Really hear it. Okay? That's the reality of that. Okay? Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 10. Therefore I take pleasure in my infirmities, in reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Yahweh's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Right. So when you are weak, meaning everything is coming against you, okay, you have no power, but then you do have power. And those are the moments where the Lord will show you that power by trusting in him. That's why it says, then am I strong. Even though all hell is breaking loose, at the same time, then am I strong. Why? You're only strong when you don't hold that upon your shoulders, and you do what Psalms 55 and 22 said, casting your burden upon Yahweh Shai and letting them sustain you. Okay? That's what it boils down to, being sustained. But if you don't let him sustain you, then what's going to happen is it's going to feel like you're just sinking. And that's the reality. There's nowhere around that. Okay? I think I'm going to pull one more scripture. Psalms 59 verse 16. But I will sing of thy power. Yeah, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of trouble. Right? And every day is trouble. In Babylon, every day is trouble, because that's why it says we living in the valley of the shadow of death. So every day is trouble. Anything can happen, no matter what. I don't care if you're comfortable, you're smiling, you're laughing. Anything can happen at any moment. So every day is trouble. So that's that defense. Okay? Him sustaining you by you just trusting in his power. Understanding that he controls both sides. He controls everything. He controls every single thing. He controls what is put in your path. Okay? So if you remember that, you do good remembering that, because you understand that, hey, if I just trust in him, then, he put it there so he can take it away or give me the strength to overcome it. Okay? That's the reality. All right? Let's see. Matter of fact, I'm going to end on this scripture. Mark chapter 12, verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, that's your mind, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. Right? So doing this, man, is really following all the commandments, because you can't really keep the commandments like that when it talks about the law in general. But there's two laws, the law of faith and the actual law. But Yahweh Shai dying took us out from under that law. Though we rehearse the righteous acts, we're not judged by it. Okay, so the main law is reading this, following the Lord with all your heart, repenting, praying, and ultimately just believing in Yahweh Shai no matter what comes your way. And that's what it's about. So this is a lesson just to uplift in the spirit, to stop allowing the world to be on your shoulders, because you can't hold it up. That's impossible. So don't be illogical. Get logical with it. Okay, we were not put in this position to hold the world up ourselves thinking we're going to move forward that way. That's totally impossible. So with that, I hope you're edified. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.